Find the quadratic equation whose roots are, we have the Roman figure 1 and Roman figure 2. So we'll move straight to solution now. Now I'm going to use two methods. So I'll start with the first method, method 1. Now what I'm going to do here is this. I will now assign an unknown to this. Okay, let's say the unknown is x. So therefore, I'm going to have let x, of course, that is the root, the unknown root is equals to this, and x is equals to minus 1, 1 by 2. Now, the best thing to is to actually have it as x is equals to 3 over 4, or I'm going to convert this to an improper fraction, which is minus 3 over 2. Now, the next thing I will cross multiply on each case. So cross multiplying here, I'm going to have 4x is equals to 3. The same thing here, I'm going to have 2x is equals to minus 3. Then I'll collect terms and rearrange so that we have 4x minus 3 is equals to 0, or I'm going to have 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, now these are factors that are found from the given roots. I've now found factors. So the next thing I'm going to do is to actually have them multiplied. Now, since each of them is equals to 0, it therefore means if I'm going to multiply them, okay, like this, 2x plus 3, then it must surely be 0, because two of them are zeros. Okay, so it must surely be 0. So now once I decide to expand, now this is how you expand. You have 4x, you are going to pick 4s, you multiply by everything in this bracket, which is 2x plus 3. Then you pick minus 3, and at the same time multiply by everything here, this 2x plus 3. Now is equals to 0. So therefore, expanding further, you are going to have not 4 again this time around. I think multiplying it, we are going to have 8x squared plus 12x. Then minus 3 times 2x is minus 6x. Then minus 9 is equals to 0. Rearranging further, I'm going to have 8x squared. Then plus, I'm going to have 6x minus 9 is equals to 0. Now, this is the equation that we need to find. Okay, good. Now, this is how we are going to go for the second method. Method 2. Now, there is an expression for how we can actually find the equation, quadratic equation, given two roots. Now, this is the expression. The expression is, if we have x as the unknown, is going to be x squared minus, we have sum of roots. Okay, we have x, then plus product of roots, okay, is equals to 0, plus product of root is equals to 0. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to pick sum of roots. Now remember, the roots are minus 3 over 4 and this. So sum of roots, I'm going to have 3 over 4 and minus 3 over 2. So if I have 3 over 4, then plus minus 3 over 2, which is the same thing as saying 3 over 4 minus 3 over 2. Now I'm going to pick the LCM as 4, so that I'm going to have 3 here. Then of course I'm going to have minus 6. So basically I'm going to have minus 3 over 4. Okay, that is for the sum of roots. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to find the product. Now product of root. Product of roots. Now this is how to get the product of root. We're going to have 3 over 4, okay, times minus 3 over 2. Now this will give us minus 9 over 8. So I've gotten the product and the sum. So I'm going to take it back to the main expression, which is this expression now. So I'm going to have x squared minus, instead of sum now, I'm going to have minus 3 over 4. Remember your x here. then plus the product, which is minus 9 over 8, is equal to 0. Okay, so I have x squared minus so minus times minus becomes plus. This is going to be 3x over 4, then plus, oh, this time around is no longer plus, so it should be minus. Okay, because we have plus and minus here, so it's going to be minus 9 over 8 is equal to 0. Now you guys to clear the fraction by multiplying through by the LCM and of the denominators, and the LCM is 8, so multiply everything by 8. I'm going to have 8x squared, okay, plus I have 8 into 3x over 4, remember, then minus 8 into 9 over 8 is equal to 0. So here 1 and here 2, of course here we cancel here, so I'm gonna have 8x squared, then 2 times 3x plus 6x, then minus 9 is equal to 0. Now the same thing you will find, okay, you see them the same. All right, so therefore it means that we are correct. Then let's go for the second question. Now, even as we get to the second question, I have actually showed you these two methods because you have to make a choice. Some questions are simpler to deal with the first method, and some are simpler to deal with the second method. Now, this particular question is actually easier to deal with the second method. So this is how we do it. Okay, now the roots, okay, the roots are 2 plus root of 2 and 2 minus root of 2. Now therefore, remember it is x squared minus into sum of roots, then you have the unknown, then plus product of roots, okay, of roots is equals to 0. So therefore let's go for the sum. Now for the sum will be 2 plus root 2, then plus 2 minus root 2. Now in this case you can see that this and this will go off each other. The answer is 4. Then let's go for the product. We are going to have 2 plus root 2 into 2 minus root 2. Now, just as we did the other expansion, I'm going to have 4, then plus 2 root 2, okay, then plus, okay, good, 4, I think, let me take it again, okay, so 2 times 2 is 4, then minus 2 root 2, then root 2 times 2 is plus 2 root 2, then I'm going to have minus 2. Okay, now if you check it out, this and this will go out, so 4 minus 2, the answer is 2. So I'm done with that. Therefore I'm going to go back, okay, to the format, which is x squared minus, instead of the sum is 4, so I have 4 x, then plus the product is 2, is equals to 0. So the answer is x squared minus 4x plus 2 is equals to 0. So this is how you work it out. The question is actually very simple. In fact, the working is so simple and okay. So you can go over it just for better understanding.